Hey there, Jules from Tarot Adventures with Jules, back for day 5 of Tarot Vlogmas 2021 with Brian from Papa Squirrel's Nest. Today's prompt asks, what are my divination challenges? My biggest divination challenge is the concept of divination, period. That's probably sounds incredibly strange coming from someone who claims to read cards. I entered this practice as a hopeful skeptic in that I've always had a really firm belief in the power of free will, and I'm not sure it's possible for anything or anyone to tell you your future in any finite, concrete way. I find for me, tarot cards function as a way for me to make sense of the world around me, to sort out what's going on with my emotions, sift through past experiences, and try and find my way forward. I think that tarot is a super helpful tool for all of these things. Even when it comes to reading for other people, I see myself as more of a facilitator. So I love to sit down and talk to someone and say, okay, what's your current experience? What's going on for you? Then we'll pull some cards and try and figure out the best way forward, tuning into what your current experiences are and what might make sense to you. I do often use tarot as a way to tune in to the energetics of a situation, be it a relationship with an individual or something big that's happening in my life. It's very, very helpful and often uncanny what comes through. But I do like to focus on it as this is the potential for something, this is an energy that's showing up in your life, but you as the individual are empowered to make choices moving forward that can shift and change what happens and what your future outcome can be. Um, I love exploring different facets of metaphysics, whether it's astrology and birth charts. I mean, that can be a bit more predictive in terms of some of the themes and energetic elements that are at work with different planetary placements and alignments and birth charts. Excuse me. I find it's really interesting looking at your birth chart how much of a reflection it is of your personality. This was definitely true for me. It certainly explains why I'm such a walking contradiction. But again, that's another element that you can bring into play in sorting out yourself and your life and what's going on around you. I think that, a big struggle for me has been through this whole process figuring out, are the messages that I'm getting coming from a higher power? Is that my intuition at work? And really, is there any separation between those two things? Or is my intuition a channel to my own divinity? Even saying that feels a bit uncomfortable because I wasn't raised in any kind of religious context, and I've been very skeptical of that for very many years, of that being a spiritual practice. I think I became empowered to start pursuing that for myself when I realized that there could be a separation between organized religion and spirituality, because to me, I've never really felt comfortable in um, a more structured religious environment. I know that it's a wonderful source of solace and comfort for many people, and I have the utmost respect for that, but it didn't feel right for me. So being able to create a spiritual practice for myself using tools like astrology and tarot has been really empowering, and it's allowed me to start being able to trust myself and trust my intuition and those gut feelings that I have. Because even, throughout my life, I've found that when I trust my intuition and the feelings that I have around a specific person or a situation, it's never led me astray. I tend to try and talk myself out of it a lot, but the more I practice tarot, the more I am able to trust in those messages, and it's been really powerful and very liberating for me. So I would love to know, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to divination? I'm super curious. Thanks, guys.